Cindy, and I am on a mission. I don't really know where to begin. I am currently 42. I have an 18-year-old child, which hurts me every time I say that. I have a 12-year-old who is nearly 13. Both boys. And life is good. Life is really good. But it's not always been that way. Far from it. On the 10th of August, I was on holiday and I was at breaking point. I felt lost. I had no real direction to go in. The coronavirus took my day job. I was an event planner. I did mind, body, spirit events. And the coronavirus came along and obviously I cancelled them and I haven't gone back to it yet. I was at a breaking point before I went on my holiday and I knew I had to see Linda, a very dear friend of mine. I'm very, very blessed to call her my friend. I had to go see her because she is an awesome psychic medium. And I needed her to sit me down and say, look, this is what you've got to do. Did she do that? She told me where I'm going to be going within the next few months. And she told me that I have to get my story out there. And I said to her, I'm already doing that. She said, no. They need to see you face to face. Whoa. So here I am. Over several videos, because I can't fit it all onto one video. It's very long, it's very painful and very traumatic, and there is so much to unpack. So this is an introduction into who I am. Now the reason that I am on a mission, I used to live in Blackpool, and 8 years ago yesterday, 8 years ago yesterday, so the 16th of August, today is the 17th of August, 8 years ago I moved back home to Essex, and it's the best thing I ever did. Me and my mum and my 2 boys packed up and moved back home. And I am on a mission because abuse of any kind is not okay. This is my mission. And I told my mum, I'm very close to my mum, and I tell her not everything, but a lot of stuff. And I went to her house and I said to her, this is what Linda said, and I'm not going to unpack everything Linda said, but I was telling my mum, and she said it makes complete sense. It makes complete sense where your life is going, because you need to do this. So, here I am. And I am going to let you into my life. I am going to do videos where I talk about what I've been through and where I am now. And I'm in a very good place now. I'm not saying that I never have a down day, because I do. But it is impossible. I wish I could, but it is impossible for me to end abuse. I can't bring a law in to end abuse. I can't be in every home all over the world, you know, standing in the way of abuse. And abuse, there's so many scales of abuse. There's emotional abuse, where you're made to feel like you're stupid or not good enough or fat or dumb or whatever. You are none of those things. There is physical abuse. Never okay. And I don't just mean against women. I mean against men too. We tend to see women as victims, but men are victims too. And I want to stress that because it's important. I'm here for anyone who is suffering any kind of abuse. So emotional abuse, physical abuse, domestic violence. Then we go on to the more serious nature of sexual abuse and rape. Never, ever okay. No means no. Financial abuse. Trapped at home, no money, can't go anywhere. Not okay. On any scale, male or female. And this is my story. My story it's long and it's not easy listening. I was talking to my mum about where I'm heading in the next few months, apparently. And she took a minute and then she kind of giggled. And I said, oh, what? Like, what are you giggling at? She said, it's quite ironic, Cindy, because when we first moved home, you barely spoke. And I was battered down. I will go into this on a more personal level in another video. I will. But I was always scared of saying the wrong thing. I was a shell of myself, and yeah, let's just go with I was scared to say the wrong thing so that the reaction, anyone who has been abused will understand what I mean, but you avoid at all costs setting them off or upsetting them or saying the wrong thing. And she said to me, it's quite ironic, you've gone from pretty much a mute to using your voice. And not only using your voice, but with a microphone. I thought, yep, absolutely. And that makes me quite proud, because like you, if you are in any form of an abusive relationship, it could be any that I have listed. It could be narcissistic abuse. It could be just being made to feel like you're not good enough. And I want you to know you are good enough. You are strong enough. And sadly, the only way to end abuse is for the victim to become strong enough to take on the bully. And that's not fair. That is not fair on us at all. I can't end abuse. I cannot be in every home across the world. I wish I could. I really wish I could. But I can help you on your journey. I can help you stay strong if you are in it right now. I can listen to you. I can help you in just from my experience. I am no medical professional, psychologist or anything like that, but I have experience. I have a voice, and I want you to know you will not be in this position forever. And I need to let you know that living that life in an abusive, toxic relationship, but mine was parental. It then became spouse later on, because that's who you invite into your life when you're that low. But mine was parental, okay? My mum had no idea what was going on. I kept it to myself. I made excuses when I had black eyes or bruises on my arms. I made excuses because I worked in a care home. I said, oh, the patient lashed out. No, it wasn't the patient. But, yeah. And unless you've been in an abusive relationship, you won't understand. And so many times, I'm going to reverse the roles here, okay? A guy will leave the abusive woman, and then the woman will say, oh, I'm so sorry. I will go and get counselling. I will go to the doctors and get this anger sorted out. And then they go back, and everyone's screaming, why are you going back? Unless you have been in an abusive relationship, you will never understand. So I would ask, if you know anyone in an abusive relationship, be there for them, support them, listen to them, don't judge. And when they go back, don't disown them, because they need you more than ever. They will wake up from it. They will see that person for who they truly are. Eventually. You just have to be patient. I am on a mission to help get the word out that abuse is not okay on any scale whatsoever. And I'm going to take you through my journey, and yeah, I'm gonna do this because abuse is not okay. You do not have the right to speak to me like that. Simple words that we can't seem to say to people who are abusive. My heart goes out to anyone who is currently in an abusive relationship of any kind. I am not going to sit here and say, well, sexual abuse is worse than emotional abuse, because it's all the same. It affects us all the same. My abuser put me through all of them, from the age of 11 and then for the next 25 years. Then when my mum found out, she picked us up and she moved us back home to Essex. Then the healing began. And that's not an easy journey either. We blame ourselves. We think we deserve it. Or we shouldn't have upset him. No. He had, the abuser, I don't want to say he, because men are victims too. And I'm very aware of this. But the abuser has absolutely no right to make you feel less than your worth. Absolutely none. You are worthy. You are awesome. And if you are in or have just come out of an abusive relationship, again, of any kind, narcissistic, emotional, physical, you're stronger than you know. Absolutely 100%. And you will learn just how strong you are and how resilient you are. And like me, your voice matters. This is where my channel is going to be focused. I don't want to get into my story just yet. I want to introduce myself. And I would really, really love to have you on my journey. So if you would be so kind as to hit that subscribe button and that bell to be notified when I upload more videos. I will not only be talking about my story, I will be talking about all range of topics to do with abuse, healing, your healing journey, trauma, how to cope with your trauma, how to deal with your trauma. And yeah, I am also a excuse me, I'm also a very spiritual person, okay? And I deeply believe in angels. I deeply believe in the spirit realm. I do also read tarot cards. There's so many depths to who I am, and I'm looking forward to unpacking who I am with you guys. Okay, I would love to have you on my journey. I want to be here to support you, no matter where you are in your journey, whether you are in the abuse, coming out of the abuse. You are not alone. I am now here to help wherever I can, and we can do this, guys. We can do this. Thank you for giving me your time. and I look forward to chatting with you some more and unpacking my story with you guys. I am Cindy Michelle, and you are awesome. Thank you for joining me, and I shall see you very soon in another video. Stay strong, my little butterflies. Bye bye.